Old Dominion used an early spurt in the second half to pull away from the tribal William & Mary, and William & Mary finally got hot late, but still didn't have nearly enough time to make it all the way back. The final result, 69-53. Old Dominion gets its 19th victory of the season.
It was, a pretty good job by them, really, especially on the glass and especially establishing their inside presence early and often. Frank Cassell was really impressive.
Double again for Frank Cassell, 21 points, 10 rebounds. As we take a look at some of the highlights here. Tribe did start off shooting it well. We thought we might see a repeat of what they did last week at Madison.
Well, their ability to shoot the basketball is ever present. McDowell getting it done from outside. Britt getting it done from outside. McDowell again from outside. Boatner got in on the action. These guys can really shoot the basketball, and they can shoot it from deep. And it kept them in the ballgame for a long time and actually allowed them to make a run as well down the stretch. But Old Dominion just too much inside. Frank Cassell, an absolute animal down there. Frank the Tank getting it done on the glass. 9 rebounds, 19 points. If those first attempts don't go down, Old Dominion relentless on the glass. Frank goes and gets it and then puts it back in.
And, Keon Carter missed that shot, but I think he's a guy who really is going to have to step up if they're going to be tournament chance and defend their crown. They're going to need some more scoring.
I agree. He's had some big games during this season, but struggled a lot. Now to see him make some shots has been got to be a good bright spot for Blaine Taylor.
Plus 23 rebounding margin. Monarchs took much better care of the basketball in the second half. Percentage-wise, not bad for Old Dominion. They end up shooting 46, actually pretty darn good. 46% for the game, 29% from three. Did not miss a free throw, 5 for 5. Not that many attempts. And William & Mary shot it well, 42% from three, only 39% from the field. Bottom line is that Old Dominion able to get the victory, and in doing so, certainly hold serve as far as the standings are concerned. They do have the 4 losses in the league. An update from that VCU Delaware game, they're now in overtime, tied 67 apiece. So if VCU loses, George Mason will be alone at the top of the standings, and of course, Saturday, 2 o'clock at VCU. Old Dominion will be there. That should be a whale of a basketball game, as most VCU Old Dominion encounters are.
Well, you can't say enough about how difficult it is to play in that VCU gym, that VCU atmosphere with the band playing. But, again, the conference race so difficult. So many good teams. Mason up there at top, only 2 losses. VCU 2 losses. We don't know, again, what's going to happen there with them today. But ODU now sitting at 10-4. So, the race just goes on and on and on, and ODU is going to see VCU on Saturday in Richmond.
Yeah, again, a couple things to keep in mind. Hofstra was winning big at Georgia State. It's not final yet, but chances are good that they were going to move to 10-4, remain tied with Old Dominion. Drexel was actually losing, but it was close with about a minute to go. They were home against James Madison, down 7 with just a minute or so to go. So if Madison can win, that's actually good news for Old Dominion in one sense, and that it gives them a little breathing room over Drexel. And again, they lose the tiebreaker to Drexel. They win the tiebreaker with Hofstra. So it's been a pretty good night for Old Dominion as we see Northeastern has come back. They now lead Towson. And Hofstra, as we said, with the comfortable advantage at Georgia State. Either way, the last 3 weeks of this regular season are going to be fantastic to watch.
Well, a lot of good teams battling it out, jockeying for position. Again, those top 4 spots, so important, so valuable to every team because you don't have to play on Friday night.
That's exactly right. 4 games in 4 days, a much more difficult task. And, of course, this Tribe of William & Mary team, they've got to go to Hofstra this coming weekend. They know they're not going to be part of those first 4. They've got to get ready to play, hopefully, more than 1 game in the tournament. But not a team I'd really want to play because they, to me, seem very, very dangerous. We saw it last week when they won at Madison. We saw spurts tonight where they could certainly be effective. But if they shoot the ball from 3, I wouldn't want to be playing them in the CAA tournament.
Well, this is a young basketball team. They're playing with nothing to lose.
Right.
Oh, they've had a difficult season, a lot of close basketball games that they've lost, come up on the short end. But these guys can absolutely fill it up from pretty much anywhere, and they have all the confidence in the world. I mean, they let it fly, and it goes down. Boatner can put them in. Britt can put them in. McDowell can put them in from anywhere. So you're absolutely right. You don't want to see these guys in the tournament because they can put a string together all of a sudden and ruin your season.
Something that we will see is Saturday in Richmond quickly. What does Old Dominion have to do to take on VCU?
VC, they've got to go in and play just similar to how they played in here. Establish that inside game, be relentless on the glass, and they've got to make some shots just like here. Put some of those 3 balls in and finish plays in and around the basketballs. But they've got to establish that inside game. VCU is strong at home, and they run, and they also can shoot the ball too.
And they also beat Old Dominion a couple of weeks ago down in Norfolk. So that'll do it from Williamsburg. Our final score, Old Dominion 69, William & Mary 53.